Bartlett. We're in overtime and we're underway. Auburn with the first possession. It's a 3-minute overtime. The shot is taken away now by Bartlett. And they can take the first lead of the OT now.
Well, Auburn panicked a little bit there. They were looking for a wide-open Maluski, and it wasn't there.
Minarik off the glass and good. Bartlett by 2. What an incredible game Todd Minarik has had here tonight. 31 points. Donahue off the glass, no. Rebound is taken by Woznicki of Bartlett.
The sad thing is he did not see Brian Abedian was wide open under the hoop for Auburn.
Bartlett by 2. 2:16 to go in OT. Minarik, he's been incredible. Flynn launches the 3. That's no good. Rebound Donahue. He's got Natoli and a deflection by Daskowski with a quick hand.
And a good play by Danny Natoli in maintaining his presence with that basketball. Daskowski was the one who swatted it out.
2:05 to go in overtime. There's your score. Auburn in front court. Daskowski steals it. He's hounded Natoli all game long. Left wing. A long-range jump shot is no good by Flynn. Minarik bumps Flynn for the rebound. Todd Minarik left-handed. Oh, what a shot!
What a bucket by Todd Minarik, an incredible basket.
33 points. Auburn trailing it by 4. Abedian spinning through the lane. That's no good. Rebound Donahue, no. Rebound is going to be jumped up, and on the possession arrow, it's going to go to Bartlett.
Bartlett ball, and boy, Auburn's having a lot of bad luck now, and they have to quickly change it. They cannot allow Bartlett to score another bucket here.
Todd Minarik with 33 points, including 4 in overtime. Only 4 scored in OT. Bartlett by 4, 1:20 to go, OT. Minarik from the corner, no. Rebound, Krikorian, big on 2. Krikorian by himself, it's no good. Rebound, put back, is good by Natoli, and a foul call before the shot.
No hoop, I don't think. We're going to wait and see. He may confer with the other official. Let's wait and see. He may confer with the other official. They are going to call the hoop. Here's John Krikorian. Here's the shot up. Here's the miss. Now watch underneath. Is the hoop good or not? Oh.
There you see the official, John McCarthy, with Bill Crosby, the Auburn coach now, Bob Gallagher in there, the other official.
It appeared that the shot was on its way up. If you could pull that replay back up for a minute, possibly. Let's take another look at this replay, Peter. I'm not so sure. Here's the Krikorian miss. Now watch off the miss. He's on his way up. There's the hit, and the bucket should be good.
And they called the foul, I believe, on Maluski. And he is fouled out. Mike Maluski is fouled out with 1:07 left in OT.
Well, that's a tough loss for Auburn High School. Their big scorer out of the ballgame.
Flynn calmly makes the free throw. He'll get a second. 75-70. Bartlett in OT. 1:07 left.
Boy, how do you beat that Todd Minarik left-hander in traffic?
Unbelievable. He's had 25 points in the second half and OT. Free throw is good again by Flynn.
Yeah, this is tough now. Auburn's got to throw up a three-pointer now.
Abedian in his own backcourt. Krikorian to Donahue. Donahue strong, lays it up, no. Rebound Wydeen, yes.
Now they got a trap up here. They're going to have to trap on the inbounds. And they do with Daskowski, but they managed to get it out to Minarik.
50 seconds to go. And on the turnover, it'll go to Auburn with the save by my partner, Bob Lancio, right at courtside. Thought you were going to heap up a 3 here.
It's that quickness. It's that cat-like quickness.
And Auburn now will have the ball, a timeout call. 47 seconds to go in OT. Overtime has featured 2 tough moves by Minarik and 2 free throws by Flynn, and then a Donahue hoop, or rather a Wydeen hoop the other way. And there's your 4-point difference with 47 seconds to go.
Now let's watch Manerick. This is one of the most amazing moves I've seen in a long time. Watch how he gets this left hand into play in traffic between two Auburn defenders and lays it up and in.
Unbelievable. Todd Manerick with 33 points tonight. He averages 23. Well, Bob, we've had 12 lead changes now and 8 ties, the last one at regulation.
You know, just a moment ago, I was thinking that Auburn had to throw up that three-pointer, that they had no choice. All of a sudden, we see Manerick lose the ball. If Auburn can make a lay-in here with 47 seconds left and they trap again, this could be a ball game, right down to the wire here.
Plenty of time left. Avedian right in front of us will put it in play. In his backcourt to Krikorian. Deskowski now guarding Krikorian. Avedian. Free throw line. Shot is caught and put in by Donahue.
Mark Donahue from the foul line buries it.
Deskowski double team. Krikorian steals it. He lays it up. It's good.
John Krikorian has tied the game.
22 seconds to go, and Bartlett takes a timeout.
My. Just what you thought could not possibly happen. John Krikorian, let's watch the replay, Peter. Now look at the trap pressure. First by Donahue. Now watch Donahue and Natoli trap left side, and in comes the nifty John Krikorian. He comes in and steals it and banks it off the glass to tie the ball game. Absolutely amazing shot by Krikorian on the big trap down by Donahue and Natoli.
Well, we mentioned 12 lead changes and 8 ties, make it 9 ties. Oh, we may have a few more before this is over. 22 seconds to go. We're tied at 76. Bill Crosby in the Auburn huddle.
Without a doubt, one of the best high school basketball games I've seen in a very long time.
And Don Cushing.
And you know, the thing is, Pete, you've had critical ball players who are no longer in this game. Early in the game, Mike McLaughlin goes out with an injury, and we see Stawicki foul out for Bartlett.
Bourget fouled out.
Bourget fouling out.
Maluski left with 1:07 to go in this overtime session. Here we go. 21 seconds to go now. Lynn. Deskowski. Nice looking pass. It's put up and put in by Zajac. With 12 seconds to go. Avedian stolen by Deskowski. And a foul on Avedian.
Well, Avedian could not contain the ball and managed to collide near the right baseline, picking up the foul. Now let's watch it here. Joey Flynn and Deskowski working the ball up to the time stripe. Now watch him cut the right side. And this is a beautiful pass by that very talented athlete, Todd Deskowski, underneath. And the big bucket.
Zajac with the 2, his only 2. Can you imagine if that's the only 2 that decides this ball game? But you can't say enough about Todd Deskowski. He has hounded Natoli the whole game.
That's right.
And coming up with a big steal here and a great looking pass to Zajac, who dropped it in.
And there's been a lot of talk in South County about how talented an athlete Todd Deskowski has been. He's been a starter on the football team as a good example since he's been a freshman. He was a wide receiver.
I believe he's a quarterback now.
He is after that first year, but he's just an amazing player. And again, it was a blind pass that fed Zajac and a beautiful feed.
You know, the incredible part about this overtime is we've had 14 points scored in it. It was 70 all. Bartlett has 8 in the OT and Auburn 6.
Right.
6 seconds left. Auburn with the ball, down by 2. They have to go the full length of the court. After a free throw attempt, however.
Well, we know that they have
Deskowski and see if they give him 2.
They have 3-point shooters in Krikorian and Natoli. It's just a matter of can they free up in this time span.
Deskowski with another free throw coming.
And that, of course, is hopeful on the fact that Todd Deskowski misses this shot right here.
Everybody back for Bartlett, and a whistle and a timeout call. Timeout Auburn. 6 seconds left in OT.
And you take 2 of the coaches and you say Billy Crosby for Auburn and Don Cushing for Bartlett High School. I don't think 2 guys could coach a better game with the situations the way they are, with the people, the injuries, the foul out.
It's been an unbelievable game. Bartlett led at halftime by 3. A rather low-scoring half, 31-28. Tied at 70 at OT and 79-76. A lot of points put up in the last 2 minutes and 54 seconds of this contest. Bill Crosby desperately mapping out a game plan, a strategy with 6 seconds, hoping for a miss as we have another free throw being put up by Daskowski when play is resumed.
And boy, you have to feel helpless if you're Mike Maluski as we look over and see him on the end of the bench, and he's just dying to get back in this ball game, but not to be tonight.
6 seconds left. 3-point lead for Bartlett. Here is Daskowski. Not a lot of points, but he's played his heart out. He misses. Rebound Donahue to Krikorian with 3. There's the three-pointer. It's good! It's good! It's good! It's tied up at 79. At the buzzer. About that shot, besides it went in, the calmness with which he just stepped up, strictly focused in on one thing, getting squared away and launching it.
Oh, boy. And we'll be taking orders for this tape at Greater Media. Oh, boy.
We'll go to a second OT.
Boy, and you look at some of the Bartlett players that just came out.
This Sound Solution muffler and these Sound Solution tailpipes offer the ultimate in original equipment quality and original equipment custom fit. At Consumer Auto Parts, you'll save 50% off list prices for all Sound Solution mufflers and pipes from most American and foreign cars. That's worth repeating. At Consumer Auto Parts, you'll save 50% off list prices, and you'll get a lifetime muffler warranty at no extra charge. Call for the lowest prices and save at Consumer Auto Parts. Serious about saving you money.
We're back into our second overtime as play is underway. Now let me make one thing clear for our viewing audience. We have an automatic timer that'll remove us from the broadcast at 9:30 tonight. However, you can catch the game in its entirety starting Sunday night at 7 o'clock. So we will be off the air abruptly at 9:30 tonight. And we say we hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll have the game in its entirety on Sunday night.
Well, we had a foul, Peter, as you were giving that announcement out. Daskowski picked up a little bit of a bumping foul, and we got Brian Abedian at the foul line.
Abedian misses the free throw, but Auburn, Natoli comes down with the rebound.
Oh, the little guy got in there, hungry for the board. Almost lost it off his shoe.
Tied up at 79, 2:30 to go. In second OT, Abedian air ball from the right.
Well,
rebound was Nicky.
That's not the shot Bill Crosby wanted. No way.
Up court, it's too strong. Intended there for Zajac, out of bounds, and Auburn will have it with 2:20 left in the second OT. Krikorian, 4-on-3, and he'll slow it down.
That's a good move on John Krikorian's part.
Wydeen for Donahue, can't control it. Ball is on the floor.
It should be Auburn ball.
The arrow pointing to Bartlett.
And Bartlett, we thought, had the last possession. Apparently not.
Once again, we'll be leaving abruptly at 9:30 because of an automatic timer on our telecast tonight. You'll see the game in its entirety on Sunday night beginning at 7 here on TV3 Sports.
Well, we may just make that 9:30 run. Let's see what happens.
Menard with 2 minutes left in the second OT. Tied up at 79. Daskowski to the hoop. No, and a foul called on Auburn. It's on Abedian.
And Brian Abedian picks up the foul. Boy, what a dramatic opening night of high school basketball. Double overtime, Pete.
It's 4. Oh, unbelievable.
You jinxed us from the beginning.
Oh, I know it. 4 on Abedian. Daskowski back at the line. Free throw is no good.
Well, that's what Auburn needed. Now, even if Daskowski makes this, Auburn's reaction on the offense is critical.
And the second one is no good.
There's the big body in there, the boomer back in the game, Wydeen.
1:45 to go. tied up with 79. Second OT, Auburn and Bartlett. Avedian, baseline left to the hoop. No, and a whistle and an offensive foul.
Tough call. And Avedian has got to stay away from the officials. They do not want a technical foul at this point.
And he is fouled out of the ball game. With 1:32 left in the second OT.
Well, he's got to go to the bench because Bill Crosby's trying to calm him down now. As we take a look over at the Auburn bench. But a very emotional game to be involved in, both clubs. Looks like Timmy Brown is set to check back in the game for Auburn.
There you see Avedian. Did not score. Played hard out there, as you can see, with the reaction on the bench. Bartlett with the ball. Most of their points from in the paint tonight. Except for Menarek, who's launched a few threes. And he has stepped one. There's the three from Menarek. It's short. Rebound, Flynn. Up, around, and good.
Oh, he got a lucky bounce. And it was a beautiful touch shot, but he got the roll with it.
1:07 to go. Donahue
it up on a beautiful power drive down the lane on a nice feed from Danny Natoli.
We're tied at 81 with under a minute to go. Laskowski in the corner from Menarek. That's a three. No, off the rim. Rebound out of bounds. Bartlett ball.
Okay, Bartlett ball. A big battle underneath between Jason Zasek and Donahue.
Menarek for three from the left wing. It's good.
That shot is a backbreaker right there.
38 seconds to go. Natoli for three. That's good.
Oh, what a shot.
We're tied with 28 seconds to go.
Oh, Danny Natoli to steal.
Natoli, and it's stolen back by Flynn. A foul on Flynn. 84 all, 20 seconds left in double overtime.
Danny Natoli, not only does he bury the tying three-pointer, but he steals the basketball with 20 seconds left and a foul by Joey Flynn.
And Natoli was ready to take on that whole team in terms of his move towards the hoop. He had 1-on-3. He just was head down, ready to go, and he drew the foul.
It's been a long time since this basketball gym's been a rockin' like this.
Danny Natoli with 20 seconds to go. And he misses. Rebound Menarek.
Cannot let this man shoot the basketball.
12 seconds to go. We're tied. Bartlett with the ball. 10 seconds. Menarek baseline. A whistle and a foul call on Donahue of Auburn.
What a tough time for a foul. It looked like Donahue had him trapped off at the far left corner of the baseline. But apparently he must have caused some type of a body motion from Donahue, which caused the foul.
And he is fouled out of the ball game. Mark Donahue out with 5 seconds left in the second OT.
And there are not many bodies left on the bench over there of players that normally play in the ball game.
Well, we'll recap all of the final moments here as we can. But before that, as you see, Donahue played his heart out and finished with 28 points. Coach Crosby gets a minute to make the substitution.
There's some confusion also going on over here on the Bartlett side. Now he's going to call his guys over.
And he's going to put in is Coach Bill Crosby, Steve Janowski, for the first time, and Auburn takes the timeout.
Well, Janowski's a junior. Here we are in double overtime in Auburn. An amazing Board of Conference and just plain old basketball game itself. Forget the Board of Conference. It's now both coaches scramble to get the most able bodies they can into this basketball game.
It has been something else. 12 lead changes and 12 ties. There's one in your picture right now at 84 with 5 seconds left in the second overtime.
And Todd Menarek now gets the same opportunity Danny Natoli had with a 1-on-1 situation going to the stripe.
5 seconds to go.
What more could you ask for, Peter?
Well,
You asked for overtime, and you got 2 of them.
That's right. I was wrong. I said we may see an overtime tonight. Well, how about our director, Tim Young? He knows how to direct. He's directed his alma mater, UMass, here on TV3 Sports over Holy Cross. And has his alma mater, Auburn High, knotted up with Bartlett in second OT. In the house that Tim Young built. Well, we should have some free throws here as we get ready for the final 5. It'll be Menarek stepping up. What a game he's played. He already has 36 points. He'll be shooting 2.
You look out at some of the guys who've been out there the entire
1 and 1. 1 and 1.
Well, he's a very, very big clutch player. And he stepped to the line, put his head down, and buried the shot.
We'll get a second. Bartlett by 1. 5 seconds to go.
Menarek makes them both. Here's a huge inbounds play right here.
3 seconds to go. Natoli over to Natoli. It's no good. The ball game is over. Natoli at the buzzer would have won it for Auburn, but Bartlett takes it 86-84.
A great ball game. You can pick up that final shot. Krikorian fed it over to Natoli, and it seemingly came in and out of the hole. Just spun around right to left.
Wow, and there's the handshakes. We mentioned how close this game is when it's played at Auburn. 2 years ago, Auburn by 2. Last year, Bartlett by 2. This year, Bartlett by 2 in double overtime. Finally, Bob, it's all over as Bartlett takes it 86-84.
Great ball game, Board of Conference, and all-around high school game. Great defensive game. And at the very end, you had a lot of bodies who weren't in the game at the end. You had foul out, you had injury trouble, but Bartlett just managed to sneak this one out.
And so many of these players will be recounting the many hero attempts that were in this ball game in overtime. A lot of people had a chance to win it.
A lot of three-pointers, a lot of tough inside action. You couldn't ask for anything more out of a high school game.
And you can't say enough about Todd Menarek. He burned the nets for 38 points tonight. He had a three-pointer in the second OT. And with 5 seconds left in the second overtime, he stepped up and calmly dropped in 2 free throws.
Menarek was their man, and here it is. He had the crowd against him, and it was rocking here in Auburn, and he just buried those 2 shots to end this ball game.
And a pretty happy youngster there, Todd Menarek. He finished with 38 points. And we'll just run down the scoring. Woznicki also with 17 for Bartlett. Bourget with 11. Zajac had 2 points in overtime. Flynn with 8 off the bench. Stawicki with 5. And Daskowski with 5 for Bartlett. For Auburn, well, a lot of players in double figures led by Mark Donahue. He had 28 points. Next was Mike Maluski. He had 22, fouled out with 1:07 left in overtime. Natoli with 16. Krikorian with 13. Wydeen with 5. McLaughlin did not score. He was injured. Chris Janowski did not score. And Brian Avedian did not score. What a ball game. What are we going to do for an encore to this?
I don't know. See, you caused all this trouble by asking for the overtime game, and you got a couple of overtime periods. But Auburn played their heart out and right down to the end. You mentioned Natoli probably with a chance to bury that three-pointer and win the game for Auburn, never mind the tie.
Yeah, that's right. We had 12 ties and 12 lead changes. It went down to the wire more than once in this one. And Bartlett escapes with a very hard-earned victory. Well, Bob, that'll be it. We'll see you next game.
South High School and Worcester Vogue.
It's coming up. So for our entire crew, Pete Royce, for Bob Lancio, statistician Phil Robo, and our director, Tim Young, saying so long from Auburn High School.